Now we have to zoom in again. 1 second.
Yeah, oh, me too. Alright.
You have to be in the center.
I'm live though.
Hi guys, we're live at the Sephora Gifts Beauty Park, and I'm here with Kat Von D and with Lana. And today we're going to be doing a full Kat Von D look. Sorry, I'm talking to the phone, you guys as well. But you guys have a background of what's happening. So, I'm going to start off with a tutorial, and I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer. This is a hydrating primer. And this is great because we're going to use the Lock-It foundation, and that is a very full coverage foundation, so it's nice to have a moisturizing base. And I'm just applying that with the Kat Von D powder brush. Are we in center? Okay, next I'm going to take the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This is the shade Medium 53 Neutral. I'm just going to put a pump and a half. It's more than enough because it's quite a full coverage foundation. And I'm going to use the foundation brush. When I use foundation, I like to apply very little of it, and then do the rest with concealer. So I work in very thin layers to create the effect I want. It feels weird not seeing what I'm doing. When we film it was on like a big screen.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we have this one.
Yeah, but it's on my phone.
My phone.
So as you can see, even though this foundation is super full coverage, it's applying very, very thinly and very naturally because I'm doing it in thin layers. Yeah. Whenever it's left on the brush, I go over the forehead because she can be a bit more tanned on her forehead. Then I'm going to take the concealer. I'm going to try the M25 Warm. Sometimes when we film, we usually just go in a concealer and no foundation. So that's always an option. Depends on your skin type. I'm just going to take a beauty blender. As you can see, it's not too bright, it's not too peachy, it just covers everything that needs to be covered. on the nose because Shade like it's in the red. And sometimes I just go over the lids as primer. Then I'm gonna take a bit of the cream contour palette. So this is Shade+Light but in the cream version. I'm just gonna mix the middle contour shade with the more grayish one, the lighter one. Just gonna contour the nose a bit. Lips, make them a bit fuller before we do lipstick. Just along the cheekbones. And I usually blend this out with either my beauty blender or the foundation brush. Most of the time I use my foundation brush and then go over it with the beauty blender. Lana already has a small forehead, so I'm not trying to contour it to make it look smaller, I just kind of bronze it. So my concern isn't to make it smaller. So back with the foundation brush, I'm just going to blend everything in. These creams are super easy to blend. And because you already have foundation on this brush, it's very easy to blend. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Shade+Light Powder Contour Palette, which we all know and love. It's like the best contouring palette. I'm going to take the middle contour shade and sort of contour and bronze at the same time. Okay, eyeshadow, eyes. Can I have a palette? It's missing out of it. So this is the new Shade+Light Glimmer Eyeshadow Palette. And it's full of like beautiful metallics, different finishes. So you have like sparkles, you have metallic, you have glitters. And we're going to be doing a very easy look today, but very effective. So we're going to take this beautiful shade. It's like a burgundy warm brown. This is called, what's it called? Sterling? I'm just going to be putting that all over the lid. Super pigmented. eyeshadow brush. It's called 50, number 50. Also really complements her eye color, so they really pop. And whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna diffuse and blend the edges. Super easy, one color. And the aim for today's look is we're going to make it very monochromatic. So the same colors that are going on the eyes are going to be going on the lips. Again, blend the edges. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. I'm gonna take some of it underneath the eye as well. Okay. Just to tie everything in together. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight the inner corners of it, and I'm going to use this beautiful, I think it's the glitteriest shade in the palette. It's going to be called Copper. I think this one is called Copper, and this is Sterling.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I think
no,
so.
this is bronze. I thought. So this was.
But it's a very, this is just one shade, so it's just this shade, the more burgundy one. Taking that glittery shade.
Can you show your followers the palette?
What?
The
Can
name
you see
of
it?
the palette.
So this is the QUARTZ Shade+Light Glimmer Eye Palette. Can you see it here? Yeah. So this is it. It's all shimmers and metallics and glitters, different finishes. I'm gonna push this in the inner corner. You can use your fingers as well. See how beautiful that glitter is. I'm going to deepen the crease just a bit using the black shade in the palette. This has like a bit of shimmer as well. Can you see? It's very pigmented, so I'm just going to tap it in and then blend it with the other brush that I used for the burgundy shadow. So dipping back into the burgundy shade, just to diffuse it a bit and blend it. That way it just gives depth and it's not like a harsh black. Pretty simple. Focused. Now I'm going to do lips so that we can see what else we need to add and what we need to... I think when you kind of work on everything at once, you can see what you need to add, what you need to remove. We're not removing anything. Okay, everlasting lip liner. This is in the shade HAWKWIND. I love this shade. It's like Lolita but much darker. I'm gonna line and fill in her lips because I've been using the same shade as the liquid lipstick, so and it complements the eyes.
So is it like a lip liner or it's like a lipstick?
It's a very creamy lip liner. So you can use this all over as a creamy matte lipstick, or you can use it on top, underneath the liquid lipstick. You can see it's like super creamy. You can just wear it on its own.
HAWKWIND. HAWKWIND. HAWKWInd.
She in the center. And now, like once you put the lip on, everything comes together nicely. Yeah.
So sorry.
I'm gonna clean up a bit.
Sorry, my bad. I feel like a bad smile.
Is there a smaller brush I can use?
Sephora, you can use.
Can we use one of these?
57.
Or do you wanna? Yeah. I'm just gonna clean up the edges. Now we're going to use the matching liquid lipstick that comes in the holiday set as well. So this is again HAWKWIND. minute. 1 second. I'm just gonna make it even more matte.
This is using this one?
Yeah. I can hear my voice echoing in the background. Now I can see I want to add a bit more powder contour, just a tiny bit, because we're not going to be using blush. I'm going to take a bit of this Metal Crush eyeshadow and Thunderstruck, use it as a highlight. Just a tiny bit. It's a nice peachy glow. Make a mascara. So it's pretty much done. We're just going to use some mascara.
They're the same. Mine is still
So, what happened?
we're gonna use this. Do you want to do it?
Okay, so this is the final look.
Round of applause.
You guys, I hope it was easy to create. I think it was quite easy and effective. Now we're going to be moving on to questions shortly, so you guys can win some prizes as well.
Prizes.
You can end my...